So I just picked up this 1-ton truck bed cargo unloader. I'm pretty excited about it. I watched a bunch of videos on it. Specifically, right now, I'm going to use this for like getting mulch out of here. You can see I got a bunch built up in my my fifth wheel dealie right there. So let's check out the dimensions here. So those are the dimensions. I was worried. Let's see. Oh, here's what it's made out of. Heavy duty polypropylene drag sheet covers your truck bed, pulls load to the rear. Easy roller operation with 22-inch removable handle, which is that guy up there. It's pretty sturdy handle. Drag sheet roller straps secure to tailgate, no drilling, no tools required. That was another fantastic thing. I thought I would have to like drill this into my truck, and I didn't want to do that at all. I'll show you how that works. Unloads soil, gravel, logs, packaged goods, and more. And you know, they put a sticker over there, but there's that bit of the box too. Item number 60800 from Harbor Freight Tools in California. That's weird. I didn't know they had a California in China. So I'm pretty excited about this thing. Again, as I said, this is what it comes with out of the box. Obviously the roll. This fabric is pretty heavy duty. They didn't show much of this in the videos that I saw. This end of it here looks like it's just cut and melted not very well. If I was gonna make this and sell it, you know, professionally to customers that I cared about coming back, I would have folded this over and sewed it so that these don't ever fray. These are gonna fray eventually. But this was only $35 on sale. It was $5 cheaper than it is normally. If you're gonna pay full price, it's only $40. That's probably without tax. Yeah, see, here's already it's fraying. So I'm not happy about that. Let's see how thick this is. This bar. That's how thick that is. So it's pretty thick, you know, for a roller. This guy is solid, a solid piece of steel. That's really thick. And that goes in this end, right here in this slot, and then you crank it. Once you pull this out, these straps are Velcro to keep it rolled up. Don't lose those straps, they're not just for packaging. Apparently this will come loose while you're going down the road and you'll be a big flag. So the other things comes with, like it said in the package, there's no drilling. These go over your tailgate, over the top, like that. And then they strap with these straps onto the tailgate. They go around and through this crack. They have rubber here. That's nice, real thick rubber. It's probably just glued on. Yeah, looks like that might fall off eventually, but you can always glue it back on or screw it on. You might, you know, drill some holes before you send screws in there. You might crack this plastic. That's how to upgrade that if you would need to. I don't know why that's rubber. You got bolts. Those bolts are to, you loosen those, and there's some adjustment there for how thick your tailgate is this way. So you're gonna like basically dry fit everything kind of loose but still together, and then make adjustments to make it fit your specific truck. I'm hoping, it says 1 ton, I'm hoping that 1 ton is 1 ton rated for the fabric and not for a 1-ton pickup truck. I have a F-250, so we're gonna see how that works. I haven't seen it put on a bigger truck. It was usually on like a 1500 or a 150, you know, 1.5 ton truck. So these are the locking rings. These don't really need to be beefy. They're just basically clamps that go over this pipe, and they hold the stuff in place. You know, you put these on there and don't tighten them down, because you need to make minor adjustments, like for your fender wells right there, wheel wells. You want to basically center it on that and center the bar. You're gonna have to make sure the handle is clear over on this side of the truck, or the other side if you want to do it on that side. I think you can just flip it. So yeah, put these on where they're supposed to go. This is when I would follow the directions so you don't mess it up, because this could be a serious problem. If this thing bounces off, you know, you didn't secure it properly, or it falls apart going down the highway, you could kill somebody. So at least scan over the directions and understand. If you don't understand how to put this together, you know, don't kill anybody, because that's not good. And then it comes with these end caps. I heard that these end caps, they fall off. You don't need them, but it's nice. These are not very sharp, but if you ran into them, I'm sure you would get hurt decently bad, at least bruised. It could split your skin open, so you might want to have these. It's on there pretty good. The video I saw, they just fell off. I'm sure you could like duct tape them there or something. I even have red duct tape that'll match that, or maybe glue it, maybe drill a hole and screw it in one spot so it can't pop off. That's something I would think about doing to hold those on better. So I'm gonna put it together, see how it works, and then I'll explain that part once I figure it out enough to tell you guys. Why would you make a square nut that doesn't fit in the socket? So this is supposed to be, you just use a flathead screwdriver to tighten that in. This thing spins around. Maybe not this one, but the other one does. Yeah, see, that's no good. If you're gonna make a square nut to fit in a square hole, make it fit in the square hole. Otherwise, just put a regular nut on there. And don't do this. Another thing too, there's no way to put pre-tension on this, so it could come loose. I would appreciate a lock washer on this nut, at least. Maybe on the side too. I like to pre-tension all my fasteners, so they, especially on things that are going to be shaking around and going down the road, so that they don't come loose. Again, these are just to hold things on the bar from going side to side, so it's not a huge deal. But again, quality assurance, I like having tight fasteners everywhere on a product that I buy and own. So these guys, both the nut, take number 2 with the nut on. Alright, so the nut and the bolt are both 17 millimeter. So that's good. You want to have a washer on each side. They come assembled, pre-assembled in the box. You're gonna want to take them apart because you have to fit it to your truck. All right. So take that out. Have the nut on standby. Put this piece up here. Make sure it's on the flat part. You know, because that's going to be your maximum width here. And then you're going to sandwich this part in there. Sandwich it. And then this side, because it's curved, goes over here. And this side, because it's flat, goes over here. So that's the correct orientation. You don't even have to read the directions. Just look at what the piece is telling you. So this will fit. An F250. I got a 2006. Ooh, 6 liter, I know. So yeah, that's how that goes on there. So only after you have this guy and this guy fitted to your truck do you want to actually start putting stuff together. If you try to put this all together and then do that, it's going to be very difficult because you're going to have the whole piece hanging off of there. You can see where it goes, and it's going to be just fighting. You're going to be fighting it the whole time. So definitely try to fit these nice pieces, nice light pieces on here by themselves where they support themselves, and it's easy first. And this is actually a one-person job. You don't need any help. So do that part first, and then you just pull these off, and that's how easy it is to assemble. This is why you don't want to tighten everything down in the first place. You want to get it all exactly where you need it first, because if I'm going to use it, it's going to hit some things. Probably won't hit this light, but I need to make sure that it's clear of this bumper. And it's not a tight fit in there, so it does wiggle back and forth. It's going to do its job this way, but it moves this way. So I want to make sure that there's no possible way I'm going to hit this. Because I think the way that it's spun on there, which I'm pretty sure I can reverse, if I'm spinning it this way, it's going to scratch the paint on the underside of my bumper there, and I don't want that or I can beat my hands on that, and I don't want to beat my hands on that because the truck will win. I'm an idiot. Those are on upside down. Why would you do that? Let's see. Well, because when you're pulling the stuff off, it's going to catch on here and not work right. This side is smoother. I should have seen that. I looked at that. I'm an idiot. Everybody call me an idiot. Oh. Okay, so this part is smoother, meant for the stuff to ride over top of it. This side is not smooth. So this is backwards. Don't do it like this, even though it looks right. I figured this out because that little buckle on there, which they should have put one over there and included another strap, but that buckle, and should be one over there, is for another strap that goes to your bumper, so that when all this is closed, it holds it down to your bumper. That way it doesn't, even if the ones that go around the tailgate are good, it doesn't fall off. So I gotta flip this around. Good thing that I didn't tighten down those clampy things, because it'll be easy then. Much better. So a little tip, because I never ever trust these to stay tight, especially cheap ones. I like to do this little hoop-de-doop like that. See how I did that, and then pull it tight. It's pretty easy to get back out. If you have a long enough one, and this one isn't, you can make a little loop in there, like your shoestring, and you can pull it. These are not the same length. That one is longer than this one. So I was having some issues with putting this bar that way more. There's definitely more space over here, like another inch or two, and that's really with this truck because of how wide it is. I really kind of want that on the other side because the handle is so wiggly. You can see where it goes. I don't want to be hitting on that thing, even though it actually comes out to like here-ish. If it was straight, because it's wiggly, it still hits into there. So I'm trying to get as much this way as I possibly can, and this center piece won't move, and I can't tell why. So I pulled it all out. I'll show you guys how long that is, which is pretty impressive. Definitely got enough fabric. So I am holding it right here, right there, and that's how long it is. So I mean, that could probably possibly go up to my window. I'm just gonna roll that back in when I'm done. So I don't know how it's attached in here to the thingy, but here's the end, and it's not like in a groove or something. I would figure that it would be like in a slot. Maybe it's screwed in under here. I can't feel any fasteners that would be screwed into, but it tells you, stop, do not exceed load sheet, do not extend load sheet beyond this point, and it's just duct taped on there. So I don't know, maybe you can get new fabric if this wears out, and just put it on there, and I guess you just roll it on a couple times and duct tape it. That's pretty shitty. I would expect something a little better. I did have it all the way up to there, and it was lipped up. It's probably what you want to do, so it has a little bit of extra room to pull your stuff out. But it doesn't go the full distance of F250. This is a short bed. I imagine it would do a long bed too. Yeah, so if you can do that little lip, that's a good idea. If you're gonna stand on this thing, it's very slippery. I almost ate shit. I like how with this truck it fits exactly between the wheel wells. That's probably not going to be that great because it's going to leave material over here, but it beats moving all of this lump of crap with a shovel, because that takes forever and this takes seconds to unload, and then you just kick that out with your foot or something. I don't know. Probably don't even need a shovel. This is fantastic. So I'm noticing a problem that is definitely true that I saw on one of the videos I watched. When you're in this situation, imagine this tailgate is up and your bed is full of stuff like this. You got your thing rolled out, your stuff is on top, bed is closed, you're rolling down the road. There's no way built in to lock this in place. So this could unfurl this way and then you would have a big sail out of the back of your truck. Just a big balloon, and it will definitely rip off that duct tape, and that's no good. You'll just have a flag and it'll be off, and if it's not on there correctly, it'll just in the wind, and it's going to be hard to put it back on there. I thought about it more. If I were to fix that situation in there, how that's on there, if I was the company and I wanted to make this product more reliable so more people would buy it, on the end I would put like a PVC pipe on the end of there, or something, like a clip. It just, and then like drill a hole through the clamp and the pipe, and have, you know, probably all the way through I would go, but maybe not, whatever works, because that's going to eat up your fabric here, but it's fine. You can get new fabric, it's cheaper. So yeah, you run your fastener through that clip into the pipe, and then you don't have the spinning at the end there. You don't have the whole redneck hillbilly duct tape situation, and it'll work. It'll be much tighter. And then if you put multiple holes in the pipe, you can adjust the clamps, so this whole thing can adjust. So I don't have the situation where I decided to just, you know, clamp it up and live with it. And maybe I'll do what I'm talking about later. Maybe I'll make that fix and make a video and tell Harbor Freight what they should do to fix that problem. But I'm going to be smashing my hands on the bumper if I'm not careful, and I don't like that. So I'll wear my safety gloves when I'm doing that with the knuckle protection. So I'm not happy about that with this full-size big fat diesel truck. You guys are probably going to have the same issue. It won't go all the way this way because that's as far as that roller goes. And if you can move it this way and that way, but you can't adjust the roller on there, your roller's not going to be centered in the middle. So I find that to be a problem. I would fix that so that this is clamped on better than just duct tape at the end of the roll, and so that you can move the whole roll and clamp it in different adjustable holes. So yeah, I would do that. This is pretty much all put together, and I'll show you guys how it works. Oh, so about this coming undone, the solution that I saw, when you have it out and your stuff is all in there, obviously you can't use these Velcro straps, and it's actually 2 straps. So you can extend this side and extend this side. For this truck, that's going to be a little bit of an issue. So what the guy did was he put the straps through here, and then like went around here, so that if it tried to undo, it would just kind of stop before it became a huge sail that was going to exponentially increase the force and pull it all out and off. So, you know, prevention is the key to success there. I'm probably not going to trust these straps because they're going to be so extended. There's not going to be much Velcro in there. So what I'll probably do is keep like a piece of like parachute 550 cord, because I know that'll be much stronger and hold better than this, and I'll just tie it so that it's the same idea but for a better material. You know, just have a better material that's gonna do that same purpose. If I was Harbor Freight, I would think about putting a clamp on here with maybe a flange or a lock or something, some kind of way, maybe make this bigger with multiple holes, and then have a hole in this piece. See right here, even there's a hole. If you could just slide a pin in there and stop it where it's at, it wouldn't come undone. Instead of having those straps are good when you're rolling down the highway and this is not opened up and in the bed. You need something like this to hold this up, but you also need something to stop this from happening when it's pulled out and you're hauling. So yeah, like a bigger clamp here, or maybe with a flange or something with holes that you can slide a pin through and it'll lock it in place. Obviously you probably want to gear that, but it should be pretty good at clamping tightness. I might do something like that. I don't know, I'd have to think about it, probably make it out of wood or something. For now I'm just going to duct tape these on so they don't fall off. but I might upgrade that. I might pull this all out, take it off, see how it's actually connected, adjust it how I want it. But this is just a dry fit for today. I might use it once or twice to see, if there's any issues with it. I don't see any issues with it for now. So this is what I'm talking about, why I'm probably going to adjust that. If I'm not paying attention, I'm going to swing my knuckle right into the hard bumper that doesn't dent when I run into things with it. And that's going to hurt pretty bad. So for now, until I fix it that I know that can't happen, I'm definitely going to wear safety goggles. Or not, well, you need to wear safety goggles all the time, but I'm going to be wearing my my knuckle-proof safety gloves that I have. This handle is gross. It looks like some hokey shit. It is a metal bar in there. You can see that. It's a metal bar, so that's good. These are good fasteners. I see this coming loose because they didn't bother to put any pre-tension on there with a spring washer. I might fix this. I might get a nice grippy thing. Maybe make something out of an old shovel handle and slide it on there. I don't know. I don't have a drill press, so I couldn't make it very straight of a hole. But this handle is something I'm not proud of. Let's say that. I'm not proud of this handle. They didn't cut the ends straight. Yeah, it looks like just some piece of junk that you found lying on the floor, and you're like, oh, that'll fit on there, which is fine, if you're trying to get by. But I bought this from a store that should be proud of the things they make. They always not straight either. Just some drunk guy hacking away at these plastic junk pieces in a factory made this. That's what it looks like. That is some redneck shit. Again, that's wiggly. I'm not happy with that. They could probably make that tighter and fit better. Maybe for safety, if they're so concerned with safety, drill a hole in there so I can throw a pin in it and it won't come out. I would feel a little better. Because if you're just winging away on this thing and you lose your grip on it, flying projectile, and this thing is heavy. I could put it on a scale. I do have a scale. I'll probably do that. I'll probably throw it in. I'll put this on a scale and show you guys. This thing is substantial. Like, it weighs more than a hammer. And if that flies out and gets out of your hands, you know me, I really care about safety a whole lot. I care about safety so much. If this flies out of your hands, and it's a weapon of death. Like, you could kill zombies and shit with that. I don't know. It's kind of pointy. I wouldn't want to get hit in the face with that. It'll definitely make you get stitches. So, Harbor Freight, you might want to think about that so you don't get sued by stupid people. So this is that other strap that I was telling you guys about. Only one of them that they give you. It's just to hold everything down to make sure while you're traveling it doesn't jiggle this way and make this strap that goes around loose, and so it comes off. So this guy makes sure that it's held down while you're traveling, again with another cheap one. So maybe you might want to fold that up and tape it while you're going so it doesn't come loose on you, and then just cut the tape or something. I don't know, but it's got a little hook. That little hook that goes on the bottom, and they only give you one, so that side can't bounce around, but that side that can bounce around. I would put two on there. I mean, how hard would it be to have an assembly line that already makes these? They already do this. Just make two assembly lines that do this instead of just this. You already do this. Do it over there for safety, because you care about it and you care about your customers and the people that they work around and live with and their safety too. Don't stop doing this. Fix yourself. Why would you put it over here if you don't put it over there? Because I like complaining, there is no convenient place to put this handle, or lever, crank, whatever you want to call it. There's no convenient place in your truck. You could find some convenient place, but if your truck is junked up, you're going to lose it in there when you need it. I don't know. It might be hard to find it. If you're going to store this thing in your garage, that thing, I would tape it on there or zip tie it until you need it. Don't do it going down the road because that shit might fail, and this thing is heavy. I'll show you. I'm gonna weigh it. But yeah, if I don't know, maybe they could find some place in your truck that it would fit into nicely, but all trucks are different. Maybe like attach it with a string, have some way that it'll be attached to this unit and still be usable. That would be above and beyond. I would be really impressed.